Hi everyone, Colin Hall, BizPlans UK. A couple of weeks ago I put a video out about the importance of knowing the unknown so that you could deal with them. One of the strategies that I encouraged was to surround yourself with clever people who can help you figure out what's going on. And I made a throwaway line to the effect of, if you find yourself the smartest person in the room, run. Didn't think anything of it, but I've had a lot of people come back to me since and take issue with it. And the issues they have fall into one of two camps. Firstly, they thought that people who were smarter than them wouldn't come and work for them. And secondly, they thought it was important that they actually knew more than the staff they hired and understood their function and their job better than they did. Now, I take issue with both those things, and if that genuinely is a business leader's attitude, then they are doing themselves and their businesses enormous harm. So let's deal with the first one, which is why would smarter people want to work for you? So firstly, what do we mean by smarter? We could just mean more intelligent, higher IQ, but it also means more knowledgeable and more experienced. So if you think about any function within a business, many people become a specialist in that function. That's what their career is based on. And if you've got 5, 10, 15, 20 years doing something, you're going to become an expert and you're going to be smarter than somebody who hasn't. Think about hiring a designer. Are you going to hire a designer who's not very good or one that's really, really good? Probably better than you. You should go for the latter. And you see this all the time. And even if they are really, really clever and they have a very high IQ and would beat you in any pub quiz, why wouldn't they want to work for somebody else? Lots of people are happy to have a career where they're employed and don't have the same entrepreneurial drive as you do. They don't have the same desire to run their own business or be in charge. They're quite happy in their channel in life and they get their fulfillment from other things. So yes, hire smart people. I've had any number of people much smarter than me work for me. Systems engineers, coders, financial analysts, supply chain logistics experts, all cleverer than me, all perfectly happy working with somebody else. So that's just pure bunkum. Secondly, it's the idea that you need to know more about the functions that your staff fulfill than they do. Now, those who know much about British politics may know that Margaret Thatcher got up early every morning to study the portfolios of the ministers under her. And she felt it was important that she knew at least as much as they do, if not more, about what they had to do. Now, she was in a peculiar position. In A, she had a very small talent pool to draw from, only from the MPs. She couldn't go wider, and she didn't think half of them were up to much. And secondly, most British Conservative Prime Ministers end up leaving with a knife in their back. And so she needed to protect herself. Neither of those two things really apply to businesses. So for the rest of us, we need to hire people who are really, really good. And the only way that you can achieve the idea of being the cleverest person in the room is either to be superhuman and know more than anyone else on the planet. And if you think that's you, you've got bigger problems. Or hire people who are not very good, train them up, and when they get good, fire them to get somebody else in, which is completely self-defeating. So hire yourself with cleverer people than you. Haven't had a shout out for a while, so I mentioned a designer just now, and I'm going to do a repeat shout out for Yazaroo. And the reason for the repeat is, apart from them being a brilliant company, they have started doing some videos with some brilliant insights into branding, design, marketing, PR here on LinkedIn. And even if you've never planned to use design brand agency, or if you have one and happy and not going to change, it's still worth following them to see the videos. You'll learn a lot. So long for now. See you soon.